Turn me up just a little bit. Hey. Big A got him, so right. You know I got him. You should play with them, not with me.
Do we have a Degrom update for today?
Yeah, he's going to be out there. He's going to be out there, with the fellas doing some baseball activities, some like toss, and so this is part of getting back ready to throw, and you don't go right back into it when you've taken a few days off. So, you'll see him on the mound real soon. So, anyway, it's going to be good to see him out there and just partaking in baseball activities.
Was it good just to see him out there yesterday?
Yeah, it was. He was great. He was watched Martine throw, and he's hanging with the guys in the bullpen, watching them. I'm sure he's a little bored. I mean, he's been, antsy to get on the mound, and that's why we're here. It's what we love to do, and you can't do it. It gets a little boring, and but it was good to see him.
Butch, what is are we through on Degrom, or do we have more Degrom?
I'm done with Degrom.
Okay.
Dead to me.
What do you the three things that are on your logo inside the clubhouse? I wanted to go through this. What does dominate the fundamentals mean to you?
Well, it means you work at them to a point where you don't just get them right. You work at them until you don't get them wrong. You spend a lot of time on it, and you can go out and work on a fundamental, but you really don't dominate them until you do it on a consistent basis. And the fundamentals, that can encompass so many things. On the defense, it could be base running, all these little things.
Yeah, you're right. It's not just catching the ball that hits you. It's
Right. It's just playing the game, and the bunt defense, first and third, all these pop-ups. You're talking about a lot of things, and these are things you cover in spring training.
What are for you? How would you define fundamentals as related to a baseball team? We can talk about pitchers fielding, and we can talk about first to third, but there's a concept involved with fundamentals here, right?
Right. It's just doing things right on the field. This game's going to, it's going to be ever changing, but the one constant that you're always going to have in this game are the fundamentals, of blocking a ball as a catcher, throwing a baseball, cut off some relays, things like that.
Were you given a report on where this team was short on fundamentals last year?
Actually, like something like the base running, they did a nice job at, but you look at the PFP, pitchers fielding practice, that was something I guess that they had some issues with, but you never stop trying to get better at them. So regardless how it went last year, you're always trying to get better. This continuous learning should never stop for a player. You never should think that, hey, you're where you need to be. And, it can get a little mundane out there, but you can have fun with it too. And, Mike does a great job, with these pitchers right now as they going through the fundamentals and having the intent, to do them right, and do them properly. Little things like just saying, take it, or I got it, enough times and loud enough so you have that communication. All these things are important over the course of a season. They can make a big difference.
So be a good teammate. That's another plank that's up there.
Yeah, being a good teammate, exactly what it says. You're doing all you can to help things out, whether it's in the clubhouse or on the field. That's just caring enough about everybody in that clubhouse.
The World Series Rangers teams, they did everything together. They were tight. I'm assuming your Giants teams were like that. Have you seen that get away from that baseball wide, not specific to the Rangers, or is it still like the best teams are the ones that will jump in front of a car, a bullet for the other guy?
Well, it's obvious. Yeah, I mean, you have to have talent, but you know, it is having that unity, that tightness. You know, that you know makes your team cohesive and brings them together. You know, and that's to me can be a difference maker. Now you've had teams that have won. You go back to Yankee days; they had fights and stuff, whatever. But you know, once they hit the field, you know, they played together and they played for each other.
You might have just answered this, but kind of a chicken and the egg situation. Like, is it that cohesiveness that leads to an atmosphere that's more conducive to winning, or does winning kind of naturally bring those guys together? We're like, okay.
Yeah, you know, I think really both. I mean, you look at that, but I think it is something you're talking about. You know, bringing a team together. It's something that everybody has to work at. I believe, or your leaders, at least in that clubhouse, and we as staff members. You know, because you all, everybody wants the same thing. I mean, you have that desired outcome, but it's an outcome it's not going to be achieved alone. It's going to take everybody pulling together towards it.
If you were going to cite to this team the best example of a good teammate you ever saw, who would you cite? I'm not talking about necessarily somebody you played with, but it could be somebody you managed too.
Yeah, you know, I've had some really good ones. You know, I hate to leave anybody out when you're asking that, but you look at a Buster Posey, Tony Gwynn, Trevor Hoffman. You know, these guys were, you know, really good at, you know, helping bring the club together.
They were also really good, but they were really good at helping the
Right,
club
right,
together.
right.
But you can't force somebody to be a leader.
No. You know, there's different ways to lead, though. You know, it doesn't have to be vocally. You can lead by example. Just how you play the game. You know, that can be contagious too. And you know, your enthusiasm or passion. You know, so we're all built different. You know, I've had teams that guys very low key, very even kill. And then you have the Hunter Pences and Sandoval's who play with their hair on fire, and you know, it's a mix. That's why you love the game. We're all different, and that's what I enjoy watching.
How did Buster create team unity?
I think just with you know, his approach, you know, to the game, his way that he dealt with players. You know, here's the guy that we brought up in May in 2010 that had to handle a really good staff, and I think you learn that, you know, hey, one size doesn't fit all with this, and Buster just had a knack of dealing with teammates and in a very very professional way, and that's why I think he gets so much respect.
The other thing that's up there is play with a passion. And this team's had plenty of guys who played with passion, but sometimes it was also undirected. What is it? How does play with a passion fit in?
You know, for me, it's playing with joy. It's loving what you do. You know, it's like anything. You know, if you enjoy, if you love what you're doing, you know, you'll be good at it. You'll want to come to the ballpark. You'll want to work at it. You'll want to get better. You know, and again, we're all different. We're going to show it in different ways. You know, some guys more outwardly, but that doesn't mean the other guy's not playing with passion. You know, he might be a little bit more stoic, but still, he's loving the game too. And it's just really, you know, having a lot of fun at what you're doing, I guess, is the simplest way I can put it.
Chase.
Tangent. What do you want to see from Leody Tavares this spring?
From Tavares?
Yes, and then going into the season.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing him. I got a chance to talk to him yesterday, and you know, like every player, I'll say, you know, you're just looking for him to continue to make progress. You know, we all want to be more consistent everywhere. You know, whether it's on defense, running the bases, or swinging the bat. I mean, he's so gifted, you know, with his tools, and so, you know, just continue that progression to, you know, to being the best player you can be. You know, I can tell that, you know, he seems like he's a guy that really plays with joy. You know, he's just had, you know, he's always had a smile on him. You know, the little bit I've seen, and but you know, just continue to work on your game and get better. That's it.
How important will it be for him to take a step forward and for the success of this team?
Well, he's, you know, in center field. I mean, it's I think it's going to be important for us to have him, just like everybody, you know, just grow as a player and get better and make us better, you know, and help us get to where we want to go. You know, we got a lot of work to do, and we do individually and collectively, and but he's part of that, you know, to even get, you know, better than what he's been in the past. Not that he hasn't been good, but you never arrive in this game, and so that's how, you know, we all have to feel.
Turn me up just a little bit. Hey, Big A got him, so right. You know I got him. You should play with them, now with me.